Hello, students. Welcome to the session. This is DCD problem 2. So, today we shall be discussing one or two questions based on the periodic properties. Let us start with the session. First question comes here. Which of the following element would have positive value of electron gain enthalpy? After reading this question, pause your video and start answering it. And once you are done with it, then see the version which is the explanation. So I hope you have gone through the question. Now what is to be done here? So first we have to fundamentally understand what is electron gain enthalpy. So now make it a point that as and when you take any gaseous element out of the periodic table, say for example if I take some element M, and if it is in the gaseous state, and into this if I add one electron and this happen to become M negative gas, now in this process whatever is the energetics involved, that is it the energy releasing process or energy absorbing process, whatever that energy which is being related in the process in itself of gaining of electron would be called as its electron gain enthalpy. Now this can be positive as well as can be negative. Now the fundamentally what the examiner is asking, that do you have that knowledge that in which case or in what type of elements you would see, because this you have to always remember that whenever the electron is being added to isolated gaseous atom, the nucleus of that element is going to attract the incoming electron. So if there is attraction, the energy would be released, but at parallel that electron which is adding into the gaseous atom is also feeling a repulsion from the already existing electron in it. So then there is also a repulsion. So there is a tug of forces which is working that way. So if the repulsion happen to be greater, or because of some reason the repulsions become greater for the incoming electron, so the energy has to be given to introduce that electron into that particular element. And if it the attractive energy of the nucleus is more, then there would be a release of energy. Now here you always should remember that in the entire periodic table, if you take any of the element and in the gaseous state and if put electron into it, it is going to release energy. So most of the time electron gain enthalpy is negative. The energy is being released, and whenever the energy is released, that particular energy could also be defined as electron affinity. Also at times we use this term also, that is electron affinity. But there are some elements, like, now this is what you have to remember, there are three elements in the periodic table, which is beryllium, magnesium and nitrogen. These three fundamentally three elements along with and noble gases. So this you have to remember in today's session, that these are the three elements along with the noble gases have electron gain enthalpy greater than 0. So the electron gain enthalpy for these elements is greater than 0. What does it mean? Into these elements, when taken in the gaseous state, if you put an electron, energy would be required. Now the viewpoint is that this is the fact which we have received from the experimental evidences. Now we have to understand why is it happening so. So that is the conceptual understanding of the topic which is there. So if you talk of beryllium, it is 2s2 and this is 3s2, and nitrogen is 2p3. So this is having a half filled configuration sort of, and these two being small size and a pseudo noble gas type of a configuration, because last valence electron is fully filled, so there is no tendency to accept the electron. So that could be the reason, and in the noble gases this is fully filled. So we happen to say these. Now you may ask, or you can ask your respective teacher, that why isn't if I'm saying in the periodic table these are the three elements for which you found, so beryllium comes somewhere here and magnesium, and your nitrogen comes here, and this is the region for the noble gases. The noble gases are coming here in this domain. So here it is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So then you may ask your respective teacher or to me that why isn't for phosphorus, arsenic? Why is it only for the nitrogen? Why not for calcium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium? Because the valence configuration is same. So then we can sort it out this way, that these elements would have smaller size, and so is the nitrogen. So the incoming electron would definitely be getting repulsion from the valence electron. So this is the way to digest the thing. So best out of this, so at times people say that the metals would not have electron gain enthalpy positive. Metals would not like to gain electron and would not release energy. So make sure that all the elements in the periodic table, when taken in gaseous state, except these elements, that is beryllium, magnesium, nitrogen, and noble gases, all would have electron gain enthalpy negative. So this is one question. And another one is, which is very interesting also, that just go through this question and then pause the video and try to solve it out. Among the monovalent anions of hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, and bromine, which of the following would have smallest and largest ionic size? So first you have to see the question carefully and just try to do it. So hope you have paused the video and have done this question. Now let me do it in my way. So here also there is a small information retained in it. First I will write it like what is being asked. So the elements are H negative, F negative, Cl negative, Br negative. These are the elements, and if I place it in the periodic table, so hydrogen would be somewhere here, fluorine would be somewhere here, and here would down the group it goes Cl negative, Vr negative. So this is quite a tricky question, that it seems like that if you talk of all of these elements, that which would have the smallest size. So knowingly unknowingly we happen to go across this hydrogen. Hydrogen feels like it would be having a smallest size, and that of bromide would have the biggest size. So hydrogen and bromine is also given here. So it seems that the answer to this question has to be the D1. But no, as soon as you add electron to the hydrogen, because hydrogen is the only element where electron to proton ratio in the H negative species is 2, which generally would not be seen in any other element. So we happen to say that the size weighs this way, that F negative, when electron is added to fluorine, the the size of F negative compared to H negative, it has been seen that F negative has the smallest size, followed by Cl negative, followed by Br negative, followed by H negative, and then I negative. This is so good. So this information you have to retain with you, that H negative has a quite a big size, and it has become such a bigger one as compared to the Br negative also. So this has been endorsed in the book which we um, you would see this data of this particular discussion. You would see in a book called JDT, which is a foreign author book, which is quite a good source to endorse the fact that this actually happens. So here what shall then be the answer? So the smallest among this is F negative, and the biggest among these anions would be the H negative. So the answer happens to be the C part. And for the first one, I think I haven't answered it. So it in this the answer would be the beryllium. So thanks a lot. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.